Hi everyone! So my final project is to build an easy interface for mapping structures, and this is the interface that I built. Here we can see that we have an input box in which we can type in English or Chinese, and also we have the workspace as well as the toolbox. So now let's start to construct the map. First, we select text box from the toolbox and input NYU New York, and then two arrows come from NYU New York, we input NYU Abu Dhabi and NYU Shanghai. From NYU Shanghai, we currently have our spring semesters, so we have spring semester 2017. Going from the spring semester, we are now having our finals, so the next step is the final. And here we can see that the text box is constrained by the workspace so that it will always stay within the workspace. For the finals, after that, we have our course Big Data and Accounting Analytics. And the final requirement of this course is this final project. After I completed this final project, I still have 3 exams. And after those 3 exams, it will be my graduation ceremony. So we can see that this is a very easy interface to build a structure like this. And after the introduction of this user interface, let's look at the code behind this project. So in this project, I used 2 external libraries. One is the icon library. I used the icons to build my toolbox, and the other one is the Google API. I used the jQuery to build my draggable and resizable effect of the text box. And the draggable effect is the most important part in my project. For this interface, I use CSS files to build. So we can see, for example, for heading, we have special properties for text alignment. It's aligned in the center. And also, for example, for the input box, which is here, we have the font size, and also we have the border. And we also add a hover effect for the button. So when we click on the button, it will change from dark gray to light gray, and this is the same case with the toolbox as well. We can see that in this program, when we click on the tools, a tool will appear in our workspace, and this is built through the onClick function. And we will raise the example of adding a new text box. So here, it's the code for adding a new text box. And to build the tool we have here, from the icon library, this FA2O is the shape of this text box. And when we click, we call a function called addBox, which is called here. So once called, we created a new node, and the node will be created an element called div, and its ID is the drag resize, which is specified in our CSS file. The properties, for example, we have the width and height, and also we have the font. So the font has been changed. For example, if we have words to be inputted in this text box, we can see that the font is actually Verdana. And after that, we append it to the area which is our workspace, and we make it draggable, but we add a constraint, which is the area, so that it will never be exceeding the borders of our workspace. And also we make it resizable. And from any directions, from horizontally or vertically. And after that, we call a function called new text, which is related to our input text box. So when we tap text inside this input text box, the text will be shown in this text box. It's built by the button of confirm. When we click it, it will call the function new text, which will generate an input value of the input, and we simply append this input value, which is the text, to our nodes. So this is the underlying mechanism of this project.